coming for us all, but we shouldn't die of something preventable. Today, I'm going to be talking to you and informing you of the seventh leading cause of death according to the CDC, specifically diabetes mellitus, specifically type 2. Why should diabetes affect you? Well, according to Syed Amin Tabish in a recent article, explained that diabetes is one of the biggest epidemics of the 21st century, and it affects 246 million people, and that number is on the rise. Chances are you or someone you know has it. In the United States, over 79,000 deaths were listed with diabetes as cause of death, and more than 2,500,000 deaths were linked with diabetes being an underlying cause of death in 2015, according to a statistics report on diabetes.org, meaning that over 25,000 deaths had some kind of underlying cause. So maybe an infection, they were sepsis, something like that, that all sums back to them getting diabetes and the effects diabetes had on them. I'm going to briefly explain the condition, how it affects you, and how we can prevent and manage it. There are two types of diabetes. Type 1, in which the body does not produce insulin, and is thought to be a childhood onset but can go undiagnosed until adulthood. So basically, your body is not producing insulin, your pancreas, for whatever reason, it's not putting out the insulin to your body that you need to maintain a baseline. Type 2, which is when the body becomes insulin resistant, this is more common in adults. This is when your body's baseline has now increased. So your body is constantly at a higher blood sugar level, and your body doesn't know how to bring itself down from that level. In type 2 diabetes, it can be hard to manage a healthy blood sugar level. Typically, a healthy blood sugar level is 140, between like 70 and 140. Though, depending on your eating and activity habits, it can be higher or less. If the body is insulin resistant, it can bring itself back to a healthy level, and we start having these, adverse side effects. Consistently high blood sugar levels lead to obesity, poor cardiovascular health, reduced kidney function, gangrene due to poor circulation, nerve pain, and loss of eyesight. An article, Cause of Vision Loss Worldwide, in the Lancet Global Health contributes a large portion of preventable loss of vision to diabetic retinopathia. This is a condition when the blood vessels in the retina are damaged and the eyes can no longer perceive light. So basically, your world goes dark. High and low blood sugars can also lead to seizures, comas, and death. Diabetes can have long and detrimental effects on your health. You can even lose your driver's license if you have a seizure or you're prone to seizures and you can no longer drive because it's unsafe to others on the road. In prevention, you should know your risk factors, maintaining a healthy BMI, staying active, and reducing unnecessary sugar and carbs in your life, and getting regular testing every 3 years for those who are at a medium to high risk level. If you are diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, you should manage your diet, exercise after meals, and help manage blood sugar spikes, and take medication if necessary. Diabetes is not curable, but it can be managed. There's a recent article in the Diabetes News Journal. Carolina Hendricks explains that thanks to genetic testing, it was found that some diabetics have a gene variant that improves the effects of certain drugs, specifically metformin, on managing diabetes and keeping your baseline where it should be. Everyone is different and should speak to their doctor on the best course of treatment for them. But metformin has been a common use, as well as insulin for those that are type 1. In conclusion, diabetes is the 7th leading cause of death in the United States. Diabetes is preventable and manageable disease, but should be taken seriously. It might not kill you today, but it will in the long run if you left unmanaged. We are all going to die, but it doesn't have to be from diabetes. And in the video, we are supposed to show our audience, and this is my audience.